And it's that time again, folks. Aye, back with another absolute banger. So we're having a wee bit of steak tonight, wee bit of steak. You saw these steaks in the fridge, and hope you all watched that absolutely fantastic Victoria sponge recipe video. Absolutely banging, man, absolutely banging. So you might have noticed these steaks, because I gave you a wee tour in my fridge and my cupboards, which I probably shouldn't have done, let's be honest. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Well, apart from two tier toes, he was dying to see that. Right, anyway, so these are the two steaks that were in the fridge that were reduced steaks. They were about £4. I got them for 120. 120. Was it 120? I think 120, 122, 120, 120 each. I'm pretty sure it was 120. I'm sticking with that. Imagine paying nearly £4 for them. You know what I mean? They're not very big. They're not too bad thickness wise, not too bad. So what I've done is, they've been opened up for their package since the last time you've seen them hanging about in the fridge. Right? So they've been opened up and they've been in the fridge for about a day on this rack, on this wire rack, so that air in the fridge can get totally around them. For really good steak, you want it nice and dry. Try and get a nice dry steak, as dry as you can get it. Right, sometimes you can't be bothered making a sauce. Can't be bothered setting fire to brandy and doing all that, all right shenanigans. It's just too much for some folk to be bothered with sometimes. So I'm going to actually utilise an actual classic sauce that probably you don't need to use. Have probably had it with steak, but I'm going to introduce you to it. So we're going to go to Yeungs Chinese gravy mix. This stuff's absolutely banging, but I'm going to maybe jazz it up a wee bit onion. Probably just a wee bit onion. Maybe a wee bit of cream, maybe go full mental scenario and add a bit of cream. We'll see what happens. Got a bit of broccoli, chopped up the stem. I'm probably just going to fry this and steam it. I might end up just burning the wee bit of stem. I do like the stem, but I might just burn that wee bit. But the steaks are looking lovely and dry. You'll see that, lovely and dry. So they've been chilling out, coming to room temperature. And I'll just begin in a wee brush with oil. And that's it. Maybe a wee bit of pepper, might get a wee pepper. See what happens. So we've got white pepper. That's no sea salt, by the way, that's pink Himalayan. Can you see it in there? Oh, there we go, you can definitely see it now. That's a wee bit of pink Himalayan in there. You just, know what I mean? Already wasting the stuff. Wee bit of the old pink Himalayan salt, wee bit of white pepper. This is for my mash, wee bit of ground nutmeg. I've got the potatoes boiling. The tatties, get this mad scum, need to get that a wee white. I've got the tatties boiling. Turning kind of black or something in there, that's always appreciated. We've got some chips chopped up, they'll know for the night. I'm going to just stick them in the fridge for tomorrow or another night. They don't know too bad if you keep them in cold water in the fridge for a night or two. You can keep them stored, chopped. So I'm going to get back with these. We're going to go with a wee bit of dried chives. I've been inspired by a certain person to use dried chives. I do like a dried chive. Oh, a wee bit of farty glove action. I do like a dried chive situated here. Broccoli, as I've said, steak. Tatties are getting handmade. I've not been to the bottle bank yet. I need to get to the bottle bank. That's the old Westons there. I need to get to the bottle bank. Oh aye. So there's my bacon, whatever you call it, nylon sheet thing that I cut out for my, pardon me, my Victoria sponge. So I've had these for years. So there you go. Any wee bits of sponge, just leave them soaking in a wee bowl of water or something, a wee bowl of warm water, and they'll soon come up brand new and you can just use them there and there again. No need for wee frilly skirty bits and triangle bits and rectangle bits and squarey bits. Wee bit stained there because I had them in the sink with a bowl that had some curry in it that I made. So Aye, you want me to swatch up my curry? I suppose you do. I made a wee curry the other night. I should probably have videoed it. But I couldn't be bothered, if I'm honest. I just couldn't be bothered. You've got to be in the mood. Got to be in the mood for this scenario. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, knocking stuff out of the fridge that didn't need to be knocked out of the fridge. I just wanted to be left alone, and I've just wanted to be left alone. Right, these are wee swatch at my curry. Really nice. A really nice one. 2 secondos, folks. Yeah, if I can figure it out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the oil, see the oil? Oh, mama. Oh, dear God. Just want to dip a piece in there. See if I could just dip a bit of Mother's Pride loaf in there. The big end. The big doorstep. Oh, the big outsider, man. Oh, big bit of butter. Toast. Oh, but look at that. So I've got potatoes in there. Chicken. Loads of garlic. Ginger. Look at the oils. Oh dear God. Right, let's get back to this steak. I'm just watering now looking at that. Right, let's get back to this. Right, I'm going to get back to these when I'm going to mash the tatties up. Get the tatties mashed. And then we can go on with other bits and bobs. I say I'm just going to fry the broccoli. Just fry it and steam it at the same time. Wee bit of oil. Maybe a wee bit of butter. Maybe a bit of garlic, we'll see. And just let it get plenty of heat, wee bit of steam now and again, lid on, bang bang. Job's a good one. Right, I'll get back to these. Huh? Right, might be a change of plan. What do you see the state of these tatties? Taking these there. Right, I don't know if you, look, even there's a mad scum, right, I'm not even worried about that can be wiped away or all. But I just don't like the look of them. Just don't like the look of them. So, we might just go with chips, folks. We might be going with chips, steak, broccoli. There's no real saying you can't have broccoli with chips, eh? And plenty of this absolutely banging Yeungs Chinese gravy mix. Also, their curry sauce is banging as well. So, I can maybe just put all this away, because we're going to need this now. Right, I'm going to get back to these. What we need to do now is really go on with the steak. I can just ditch the tatties. Right, I'm going to get back. These things happen at sea. These things happen at sea, folks. Stuff happens and you've just got to deal with it. So the tatties are a bit garbage looking. We're going to go with decent chips. Aye, I think that's all we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to have to go with. Right, I'm going to get back to these. Right, I'm going to get my broccoli on the go. We've got the pan heating up. We'll get the pan to a nice temp, we'll get the broccoli in. I'm going to get a wee fry, bit of steam action, lid on action. And I'm going to take it out, let it rest. And then I think I'm going to add it to the gravy. Aye, I think I'm going to add it to the gravy. Possibly. Might just fry it up, steam it, wee side, maybe put a wee bit of sesame seed on it. Sprinkle a bit of sesame seed there at the top, it covers any shadiness up. But my steaks are looking lovely and dry, man. Loving the look of these steaks. I'm going to brush them in a bit of oil shortly. And get them. In fact, we'll do that now. If I can find my pastry brush. If I can find my wee brush, we'll do that now. I can't even go. Got another wee brush somewhere, a wee daft silicone thing, but I don't like that. It's garbage. There it's there. Right, we're in, we've found the brush. Found the brush, folks. So, what will I use? I've got I'm going to use one of my wee measuring cups. I'm not saying, but they're kind of like medical type things. Always handy to have a couple of them kicking about. Do you know that? Come on. out there on internet land. Just blow the dust out. Right, just a wee bit of oil in there. A wee touch of oil. There's a bit there, what he's doing. He's doing hanging out there, man. Get up here. Right, there's nice steaks, look at them. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely looking. Right, wee brush. I'm just going to give my brush a wee flick to get, sometimes there's wee loose hairs, or a couple of hairs come off. 2 seconds, I'm going to do this a wee. That's it, that's better. Right, a wee brush. Get your wee brush in the oil and just brush it on, all sides it. A lovely wee light brush oil. These are handy, these wee racks, for doing this exact type thing. Drying out bits of meat, they're absolutely brilliant for that kind of caper. Right, I'm going to turn it out. I'm going to get my tongs. Get the tongs out. Alright. I've got the tongs out, folks. As indicated here. I'm just going to turn that out. Turn that out. And get a wee brush on this side as well. A nice generous brush. Get the fat as well. Get it all coated. Some folk would have sea salt and whatever on this, but I'm not going to put anything on it, maybe just a wee bit of pepper. I don't mind if pepper, that burnt pepper, I don't mind if you get a bit of burnt pepper action. Right, that's where steak's oiled up anyway. So they can just be left to chill out. They can just hang out here. That's us. Keep a wee bit of oil just in case we need it for anything. What I might actually do is just give us a fry and a steam, and then I can just heat the broccoli. I'm talking about the broccoli here. Give the broccoli a wee fry and a steam, and then I can just heat that in the microwave dead fast. Folk got to realise you've got to try and have everything all ready at the same time. Whatever, it's quite hard to do. You know what I mean? It's quite, even for us internet sensations, even for us total internet superstars, it's hard to do, but get yourself some of this, for sure. Or I better dig some of this out for my chips. Oh. For the chips. Absolutely gorgeous. Funky salt. Aye. We'll get the broccoli in. The old pan's heating up nicely. I'm going to do a bit of shifting about for these. So this should actually be quite a nice wee kind of almost quick recipe here. Just steak, a bit of broccoli, a few chips. Nothing too serious. Nothing too taxing. Steak's the most important thing, obviously. Look at that. Oh, a bit of broccoli there. Right, get you situated here on the old paint tin of broken hearts and crazy strangers. Lots of crazy strangers out there, appearing every day, more and more. But it's beautiful. A beautiful thing. It's a very, very beautiful thing to witness. Just over the moon that I was here to witness it, as I'm sure Sarge is. Just over the moon. Actually can't go into words out over the moon. But aye, we're letting this heat up. In fact, we're just going to go in. We're going to go in. You know what I might do? Stick the wee stems in. Probably even eat these. I do prefer the wee stems steamed up in an actual steamer, because they're not going to get an actual steamer steam in a frying pan with a wee bit of water. but the actual broccoli florets, well, they'll do perfect. I'm just going to give this a wee stir about with this wee knife here, just because it's sitting there and it's handy. Get a wee move about. I'm going to let the wee stems just gently chill out in the frying pan for a minute. I'm going to be using this frying pan for the steak as well, so it will have to be cleaned. I'll probably end up doing the gravy in here as well because I can use the juices. Might go on with an onion, still not decided. But there's probably much on the old tubes to talk about, apart from obviously the backyard chef, whose AI thumbnails are balling out of control, man. He's even got his big daft bald face all AI'd up with his daft teeth on show, his whole cooking. You know what I mean? What's it like, man? I can almost see actually Mr. Red getting into that. I can totally see Mr. Red getting into that. Don't get me wrong, I've heard Mr. Red's busy going viral on TikTok. I've heard he's going viral with his knife grinding. He's got a bit of knife grinding on Nico on TikTok. Folk are loving it. Folk are going berserk for it. So fair. So fair. I can't comment or anything. And I'm not a TikTok person anyway, so I'm never going to be watching these TikTok scenarios. But this is just the kind of rumours that I've heard on the old internet, on Reddit and all that. Folk are always talking about them on Reddit. LinkedIn and all that sort of shit. Mr. Red's oil on it. He's there, everything. Right. He's giving us a lovely wee fry. Look at wee fry up. Just a lovely gentle wee fry. And my wee short there, my wee short video. And the wee daft portrait shots. And my wee YouTube short video with my Victoria Sponge done really well, man. Folk actually bloody watched. Folk actually watched it and gave it the odd thumbs up. I think it did about 15 thumbs up the last time. I looked 15, 20, something like that. Right, just giving this a wee move about. Getting a wee push into the heat. See, I can even eat this even, as long as it's just a bit cooked, it's very doable. The old broccoli stems have got brilliant flavour, but as I say, I do prefer them just totally steamed in a steamer. But aye, what the else have I been watching? Aye, the bold 2-tier with his Billericay. His Billericay, I'm not even going to say it because YouTube might ban me, YouTube might cancel me if I say the second part of the title. A Billericay, beep! It's basically a big sausage. Don't think they were hot dogs, sausages, big roll, what kind of chilli stuff. Interesting, it was interesting, I'm not going to lie. And stick with what I said, after a few pints, and a couple of the old Kasuri Methi cigarettes, I would partake. I would 100% partake. I'm just going to grab this wee palette knife that I used for my severely excellent Victoria sponge. I'm just going to flip my wee bits of stem. Let's see a wee bit of colour on my wee bits of stem. So we'll get a wee bit of colour on the other side, and then we'll get in with the florets. We'll get in with the old rest of the broccoli. We'll get a wee bit of steam action. I'm going to actually boil the kettle. If we can get a bit of steam action. I'm going to boil the kettle so there's a wee bit of hot water on the go. You can totally, pardon me, just bung the old lid on. Oh, pardon me. Oh dear, you can totally bung the old lid on straight away and get a wee bit of steam action as it's frying like that without adding any water. But just in case we need a wee splash. Just in case we need a wee splash of the old aqua, we've got it on tap. Right, we've got everything up here. We even get water in the old Scotland area. Probably some of the best water about. Right, sadly it's, in fact probably the battle's probably better than iron brew these days because that's total garbage. Thanks to the government and people that bloody, what's his name? Bloody Lispy mouth. The old nanny states jumped in and totally destroyed iron brew. and every kind of flavoursome drink, and probably sweeties as well. I think even Haribo, I think all the Haribos, I think basically every sweetie's been involved. You know what I mean? Think, meanwhile Sturgeon and our man were totally destroying the country in pilfering thousands and enjoying motorhomes, lovely motorhomes and nice houses here, there and everywhere, and holidays and all the best of tackle. So aye, pretty much that's what an MP does, if you ask me. If you ask me, they're all at it. None of them's any different. They're all at it. That's why they want to be an MP. Know what I mean? Do as little as possible for as much as possible. Make as many shady pals as possible. And shaft as many people as possible. That's basically an MP. That's basically an MP. If you ask me, we've all got our own wee ideas on that kind of thing. But there you go. Right, I'm going to get into the broccoli now, folks, the actual florets. I'm going to try and keep them kind of, I don't want them all kind of breaking up, so I'm going to try and just keep them whole. Some of you would probably chop them up even weirder than that. Some of you would probably even have went with that broccoli. Some of you would have went with the tender stem or whatever it's called, broccoli. But I'm old school. I'm a bit old school. I like to go with the old school stuff. So I like a bit old school broccoli. I do like broccoli. Broccoli's one of my favourites. Broccoli and cauliflower are right up there. Right up there is classic veg action. You can see I've left plenty of bits of stem. I love the stem, man. Got to have a bit of stem on there. It's not even going to get any heat because of the, I want all this to touch the pan. Right, that's all we're going to do for now, folks. I'm going to get back to these because nothing else is going to be going on. I'm going to get this cooked up. I'm going to get the broccoli cooked up. Get that put away in a bowl. That can just be microwaved for a wee few seconds to heat up. Get the chips. I'm not going to be eating crazy triple fried or anything like that, but I'm thinking these are Elland, and I've got a funny feeling these make really amazing chips, better than Tyson, better than Saxon. Could be wrong, my memories are a bit mental with potatoes because I've had a wee bit of a potato journey this past year, trying all kinds of potatoes, and as I say, I did find an absolute cracker at Yukon Gold substitute. And it could be that, but I don't think it is then because I'm sure they were kind of yellow flesh when you peeled them. Right, so we're just going to leave that frying about. Might even bung the lid on, but we're going to bung the lid on. In fact, no, we'll leave the lid off. Right, I've decided we'll leave the lid off. Right, I'm going to get the chips out of that water onto a towel and get them into dried up situations. So I'll get back to these. Right, I'm going to give this broccoli a wee turn. It's me again in case you're wondering. Okay, steaks. Oh dear. Right, there's my broccoli so far. Flipped there the wee stems, I've just dumped them in the corner. I'm going to give this a wee flip. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip my broccoli. Right, see if we can get a wee bit of colour on it. Not much, but that's not too bad. Not too bad. I like more colour on the actual kind of stemmy bit, if you know what I mean. Instead of the actual floretty bit, you know what I'm saying? But we'll deal with it. We'll make do. We'll make do with the colour that we've got. And we'll just roll with it. There's another wee bit of stem hiding there that I've never seen. Get that in there. Basically treating this a bit like the pak choi that I made the other night, which was absolutely bloody stunning. Hope you all watched the pak choi, the sweet and sour. The pak choi is absolutely next level. Game changer for the usual kind of steam carry on. So you've got a nice wee kind of brown colour on there, a wee bit of floret there. I'm not going to get it on the whole floret. I'm going to get a wee turn. Get a wee fry on that side, and then I'll add a wee bit of steam. I'll add a wee bit of steam and then that'll get ready and I can just heat it up in the microwave when I want it. And that'll be absolutely bloody gorgeous. Once it's doused with absolutely gorgeous Chinese gravy. Right. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. Hope you can see what I'm seeing. That's just broccoli, you know what I mean? This is just broccoli we're talking about. You know what I mean? We're getting char on the broccoli, never mind the steak. Look at that. That wasn't me farting, by the way, that was a squeaky floorboard. Sounds a wee bit like a squeaky fart, but it wasn't. But look at that. Oh, there'll be a wee squeaky fart again. Look at that. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that colour, obviously. But it's a nice wee contrast to the green. Right, I'm going to get back to these in a wee minute. Aye. Right, our chips are drying out under this almost clean towel. I'm pretty sure I've only dried my hair with that a couple of times. So it's pretty clean. It's not too bad. I've decided, look at that broccoli, oh, a bit of steam in there. I've decided I'm going to add a wee bit of garlic, a wee bit of my finely sliced garlic into this broccoli. Just a wee touch, just the odd wee shaving here and there. Just the odd wee slice here and there, back down the back there. We'll get some of the oil in as well, some of the garlic oil. That's plenty. That's plenty, and another wee bit of oil in. I'm going to drizzle that a bit. Nice wee bit of the oil for the jar. That's what I'm doing, just getting oil for the jar. Can you see that? I'm just getting a wee drizzle about, getting some garlickiness in there. Oh, absolutely bloody gorgeous. Let's pack in the old fridge anyway. We don't want what? Garlic to burn, obviously. So, and there we go. So what I'll do shortly, I'm just going to let it fire a wee second. Then we're going to get in with some water and get a bit of steam action happening. We'll get a wee slight steam, and then that'll do it. I'm going to call it a day. For the broccoli anyway. And then go on with the steak. In fact, we'll probably start with the chips first, because the steak will probably try to take into consideration resting time and whatever, and dishing up time and stuff like that. That broccoli's looking absolutely gorgeous. We're getting some nice garlic aroma, and then swatch. Look at that. Oh. Look at the colours. Oh. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. Lovely smells of the garlic there. You see the garlic's still nice colour. It's no burnt garlic as of yet. Just keep my eye on things. Is that garlic? No, that's a wee bit of stem. You'd never throw away your stems, man. Stems tasty. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the kettle. I'm just going to use, I'll get the kettle. I'm going to build the kettle up and get a bit of steam involved. So I'll get back to these, so I'm going to burn the lid on. I'll get back to these, the kettle doesn't take long. And I'll get back when I'm adding a wee bit of steam with the situation. Right, the kettle's boiled, so we'll get a wee bit of steam action happening. Before the garlic burns. And we'll get the lid on. And we'll just let it steam. So what I'm going to do now is just let that steam for a good 3 minutes, 4 minutes. See what it's like in there. Get a wee steam for a wee few minutes. and then I'm going to get it out of the pan, into a bowl to chill out. It's going to carry on cooking for a wee bit, not too long, a wee bit. It's not been boiled up in all sorts of hot water, so it's not too bad, but it's still going to carry on cooking a wee bit. So we want to get that out. I'm not going to be putting it into cold water or anything like that, because that will just ruin the whole flavours. And then we'll get the pan cleaned up, we'll get the steak on the go, and then we'll get the chips on the go, and then we'll get the sauce on the go. We can't obviously get the sauce on the go until the steak's ready, because we need a wee bit of steak juice. Need a wee bit of steak juice in there for our sauce. Even though it's a wee bit of yeungs Chinese gravy, actually it's nice to get a wee bit of actual flavour for the steak in there, always. So there's our broccoli. I'm going to go in there with another wee splash of water, because that water's evaporated already. Oh, pardon me. And that'll do it. Oh dear. That's that Henry Weston cider. Doesn't have to be the old windy pops. Right, just going to leave that steam for a wee minute. And that'll do it. So I'm going to get back to these folks, that's pretty much done. I'll give another wee look. That's pretty much done. I'm going to get a wee steam, then get it out of there into a bowl, and we'll get that pan cleaned up and go on with the steak. So I'll get back to these when there's stuff happening. Aye. Right, we're back again. We're back. I've chopped out a wee half an onion, just less than half an onion. As fine as I could be bothered for the sauce. Quite add a wee bit of onion, hadn't you, for the old Chinese gravy. Got the old pink Himalayan salt. We've got our steaks. I'm just going to put a wee bit of black pepper on them. We've got the pan heating up for the steaks. I think we're going to go in with our chips now. I think we're going to be our chips. Get these up there like that. Don't know if you can. Get the old chip pan there. I think we'll get in with the chips now. There's the old chips going in. These at a kind of lower kind of setting. So I'm sure these are Elland potatoes, ELLAND, Elland, and I'm sure they make fantastic, amazing chips. I'm almost positive. So the chips are on. We're going to get the steak on shortly, and that'll be us. Get the sauce, and that's us. Get the steak rested. All that carry on. So I'm going to get these there here now for the steak. Get these up there. Get these situated there for the steak scenario. As you can see that. I'm going to dig out a plate for a bit of resting action. We could let it rest on the board. I'm just going to let it rest on this. But I'm actually maybe going to let it rest on that wire rack thing. I'm going to also use that as well. So there, this can't stop me. I'm using it, end of. End of. Right, so I've just sat that one. Set that plate with the steaks, there like that. A little bit of onion. Sauce is easy. What I'm going to do with the sauce is, I'm going to put in my broccoli. Have a look at the broccoli. There's the broccoli's looking lovely. I'll just get hit up in the microwave for a wee few seconds. So for the sauce, it's going to be cook the steak. Hopefully there's a wee bit of fond, a wee bit of stickiness on the pan. Then we'll get the onion in. Then we'll get in a wee bit of water. Could use stock, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use water, a wee bit of water. And then, because I've got that Chinese gravy mix, then into the gravy mix. And then I might go in a wee bit of cream. I've never tried adding a wee bit of cream before. Don't see it happen. So that might be happening. I want a wee bit of pepper on my steaks. If I can find it. I'm actually not got much. Just a wee bit. What's in there? Just a wee bit of pepper I've got, see it? Kind of coarse ground. If it goes all the place, it goes all the place. Right, I'll give that a wee press in, and I'll pepper the other side once it's in the pan, and I think we'll get it in the pan roughly now. Hopefully the pan's heat up. I want to hear a bit of, I actually want this steak to stick to this pan. Kinda actually want it to stick. Kinda. Right, I'm going to show you these chips, right? So look at the colour of these. Look how pale they are. I know they're not anywhere near ready yet, I've cooked it, but look at the colour. Right? You see these, I'm almost positive that it's Ellen, and they even kicked the arse off of Tracy and Tyson. They kicked the arse right, and they definitely kicked the arse off of Maris Piper, because as me and you both know, Maris Piper ain't all that. They ain't all that. I think the public's been severely misled on the whole Maris Piper scenario. My personal opinion, that is. Right, I'm going to get these steaks on the go. Let's get these out here. Right, there we go. Gotta get the old tongs. If I can find the old tongs, I'm going to get the old tongs into operation. I'm going to get the pepper side down. I would have liked that to sound a wee bit hotter, but we're getting sizzlage. Right, we're just going to leave that. We're just going to leave that like that, folks. Yes, indeed. I'm just giving my chips a wee shake. And I can actually take these chips out halfway until we're putting on the gas when I get anything else. I'm going to give the tap a wee pep on them before I turn them. So we're going to get it turned for a minute. There you go, see that? I think you can see that there, I've put the pepper on the old steak. I've got a wee spoon here, I'm actually just going to press that into the back of this spoon. Actually not too bad, these steaks, thickness wise. That's all so far. Keep an eye on the old chips. Look at the chips, still nice and light, see that? Still nice and light colour. Shall see, I could be wrong, they could instantly change colour and totally piss me off. That's for steak, the steak's sizzling. If it's sizzling Chapman, it's always a nice thing. Always a nice thing with steak. As I say, I would like to get it stick to the pan, if I'm honest. Don't know if you will, don't know if you have. We'll find out when it's time to turn. She'll find out when it's time to turn. I wish it was hotter. I do wish it was. It's not full blast. We're at full blast here, folks. Do you know, you look at the broccoli, look at that. Oh, gorgeous colour. Absolutely gorgeous colour. Do my chips another wee sugar about. A good indication is when you see colour coming up the side of the steak. And up the side of the steak, see that? See how it's kind of, the colour's changing? about halfway up the steak, kind of. So I like my steak to be reasonably juicy. I'm not going to say blue. Kind of rare-ish. Rare-ish. Medium rare, rare-ish, kind of. I don't like it when it's like grey inside. When you cut a steak open and it's like grey. I don't like that. That ain't good. So I'm going to take my chips out the pan. I'm going to cliff these out. And here I'm just going to situate them on my grill rack. You can see they're looking good, but they're starting to kind of float. We're getting some floatage. Bubbly's is still reasonably fizzy. Reasonably fizzy, but we're going to lift them out of there. We're just going to give them a wee shake. And we're just going to rest them there. And they can just chill out there. And we'll get back to the steak scenario. The steak's still sizzling. I'll just give my chips a wee shake out. The steak's still sizzling. And I might get a wee turn and a wee second. Get a wee second there. Just a wee secondo. Actually did a couple of banging steaks no long ago there, a few weeks ago. And I'm not joking. Pardon me, but absolutely bloody delicious. Absolutely delicious. I do like a steak. I can't lie, I do like a steak. I've got a feeling that they've no stuck to the pan. It's just the overall sensation I'm getting now. I'm going to turn them anyway. Time to turn. So we're going to find out if there's been a wee bit of stickage action. A wee bit of stickage action just helps you get a wee, that's your fond. Juices that have come out and caramelised to the pan. And then you can get your sauce for that. But I feel it's not happening. It's just not been that wee bit hot enough. I'm going to leave it another wee second. Leave it another wee second, folks. I'm going to go back to some light and drink it now. I just need a wee drinky to refresh the old mouth there. Right, I think I'm going to turn these. I definitely think I'm going to turn these. They've no stuck, but we're getting there's a reasonable kind of bit of colour on the top there, but just not hot enough. Just not hot enough, folks. Because we're just not getting the right amount of heat for it. Basically, the heat for this wee bath shite pan. I need to get my cooker sorted. I need to get back to cooking on a cooker. It will happen. I just can't get arsed in dealing with shit. But it will happen. It's got to happen eventually. So I'm just going to leave them in there. Just leave them to. I wish there was more sizzling action. It's just not hot enough. We're getting sizzlage up here. We're getting sizzlage. You can see sizzlage on the sides, and the pan is hot, but you want real severe heat. You want severe heat in there. See, that's kind of fond. See, that's kind of brown. That's fond. Juices that have come out and kind of caramelised to the pan. But you want more situations in that. You want more situations in that. And let that cook another couple of minutes. And then I'm going to get them out the pan. So I'll get back to you folks when I'm taking it out the pan. Right? Right, I've not touched anything, not touched the steak or anything, everything's just been left as it is. That steak's actually quite a thick one, that one there. That's actually pretty thick. So I'm going to call them done for me, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use a wee spin on the old paint tin. Right? And I'm going to get my steaks back on this rack thing to rest. I'm not going to bother. We'll render down a wee bit of the fat, right? I've changed my mind. I wasn't going to bother doing this caper, but we'll do a wee bit of it just to see if we can render down a wee bit of the fat, right? So we're back in the pan. The fat's on this side. We'll turn that round like that. Actually not too bad colour. And we're going to set that on there like that. And we're going to try and... Is that going to happen for us? That's not going to happen for us that way, so we're just going to do it the old school way. And just hold the steak, the fat, on the heat. Just for a minute. Quite good if I could style it that, but it's not going to style. Even if I set it like that, no. Right, I'll give this a wee quick kind of render. Don't want to render it much yet. Just gives it a wee cook, gives the fat a wee slight cook. I actually don't mind the fat, no matter what it looks like. I'll be scoffing that, but I think I want to call that a day for them. I don't want to be going crazy. I'm going to get them on my wee rack to chill out. Oops. So they can chill out on the wee rack. While they're chilling out on the wee rack, we're going to get our sauce on the go. So that's what, see we're kind of fond. We did get some fond eventually, look, we did actually get some fond. That's our fond, all the caramelised bits. So we're going to get our pan back to heat up again. Get our pan back hot again. And I've decided that we're going to go in with a stock cube after all. I wasn't going to bother, but we might as well. We may as well. So I'm just going to bung a stock cube in. We'll take the stock cube back out. Take the stock cube back out and we'll get in our onion first. That's a better idea. That's a better idea. Get in our onion first, then more stock cube. So our onion is going to release a bit of moisture. The onion is going to release a bit of moisture. Obviously you want shallots for this, but I've not got a shallot. Onion's going to release moisture, and that's going to in turn moisten the fond, which is going to be released for the pan as it's doing just now. I don't know if you can see that. So that's why our onions have turned a really nice brown colour. That's the colour for the fond. Know the fonds. Know the fonds. Who loves you, baby, and all that. Cat. Who loves you, baby? That was Kojak. Yeah. I know the fonds. Fond, as in fondue, that kind of fond. So I'm just going to let that get a wee bit of colour. I've chopped them as fine as I could be bothered. There's the odd bigger kind of chunk. I could also get in here with some garlic, maybe. Could also get in there with some garlic, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, okay. Voila. No, garlic in the broccoli. Nah, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go onion. Oh, voila. Put it in the jar. And throw a wee bit of garlic. A wee bit of garlic never hurts it. Put in a wee bit of garlic, just for the hell of it. It's no finely chopped, it's just nice slices. That'll do. Pardon me, that'll do. So we've got a wee bit of garlic in there. We'll get in with our stock cube in a wee second. We'll let that onion cook for a wee minute, for a wee second or two. In the garlic. And then we'll get in with our stock cube. And then we'll get in with our bit of water, and then we'll get in with our gravy powder. Our Chinese, our Yeungs Chinese gravy powder. It's really nice, it's absolutely banging stuff. Absolutely banging stuff. And then when the sauce is ready, I'll get the chips back in. I'll get the broccoli heating up for a wee minute. And I'll get my steak sliced up and prepared for the plate. Then it'll be plate up time, taste time, and then seized on the next video time. I actually thought this was going to be a nice quick one. I wish the mashed potatoes had been alright, I wish the potatoes had been alright, but I just didn't like looking at them. I'm just getting my garlic a wee kind of mash up here into weird bits. Once it cooks a wee bit, you can just kind of mash it up at your leisure into halves. Okay, that's better. Right, so that's with that lovely onion. You can see that's an absolutely gorgeous colour. Absolutely gorgeous colour of caramelised onion. And it smells really lovely. Nice, but I know it's in there's the obviously the juice for the steak, a wee bit of fond for the steak, bit of onion, and some garlic. So now I'm going to go in with my stock cube again. Stock cube's making another appearance. There we go, it's not coming back out this time, it's staying in. It's staying in this time. And we'll just mash that up. That will dissolve down into our onions. It's already smelling lovely. Already smelling lovely, folks. And we're going to actually go in here with cold water. We're not going in with hot water. We're going to go in with cold water for the tap. Our stock cube's just starting to kind of. That's alright. It's just starting to stick a wee bit, just wee bits of it. Right, in with some water now, folks. And we'll use the old Union Jack. And we're going to introduce some cold water in the old Union Jack mug. Right. Get all the wee crusty oniony bits, any wee crusty bits of stock, wee crusty bits of stock cube, should I say. Right, now what I'm going to do is get in there a wee bit of our Yeungs. I should have prepared all this and had it all cut open and prepared already, but for me, I've got one for any of that prep carry on. Says the guy it's basically almost always prepped. Right, I'm going to give me a wee sprinkle of the old Yeungs. Might need the whole packet, might not. What we're looking for, a whisk. It's quite a good pan this, you can use any kind of cooking utensils on it, you don't need to be using wood or anything like that, you can get totally in with whisks and spoons and all sorts. And that's smelling lovely. Another wee touch of water. But I hope you can actually get that wherever you are out there on internet land, because it is absolutely gorgeous gravy. See, even just poured their chips or poured their rice, fried rice, boiled rice, chicken. It's absolutely gorgeous stuff. And of course you can totally make your own Chinese gravy, but if Yeungs are willing to make it and packet it up for me and sell it at a reasonably decent price, then why not just help a lovely business like Yeungs and no bother making your own sauce. Well, I've enhanced it, I have enhanced it. It's definitely been enhanced. I'm going to get a wee taste. I just thought to add my wee bit of steak juices. That's banging. Banging. I'm going to add my steak juice. Let's put any steak juice. There's a wee bit of steak juice. Might as well add it. Might as well get it in there. So get your steak juices in there. Get all it, get every last bit of it in there. And that is pretty much our sauce done. It's just a nice kind of thickness for me, not too thick, not too runny. Right, I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to get my chips back in. No, I'm going to cut my steak. That's turned off. Let's see what the steak's like. Let's see how bad or how good the steak is, right? That's what everybody's really wanting to know, isn't it? Shows how rubbish your steak is, you clown. So let's see how rubbish the steak is. It could well be rubbish. I'm not even going to kid on. I'm not even going to joke with you. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to leave that there, put that there. Is that better? Right. Let's see what our steak's like. Oh, you look at it. And that's looking not too bad, folks. That's looking not, I'm going to get a fork. That's looking not too bad. I'm going to get my tongs. Looking not too bad for me, colour wise. Aye, that's looking actually pretty much spot on for me. Aye, shut up and shows it. Shows your steak that you're saying spot on, you clown. Shows it. Where is it? Right, I'm going to stick it on our old plate of rooney. Get it on our old plate, buddy. Now I'll leave the chips in there. We'll leave the chips for a wee second. Get a plate and we'll get the steak. We'll get the steak on the plate first. Right, for me this is absolutely perfect. This is how I like a steak. This is how I like a steak. Absolutely gorgeous. I like that wee bit there. I'll give you like my wee second, folks. Might as well stick that wee bit on as well. Use all your steak, come on. That wee bit at the end's a wee bit. I'm just going to have a wee taste in this juice. That's bloody beautiful. That's next level. Oh, here's a wee look. Right. There you go, folks. That's how I like my steak. See that? That's how I like it. But it's still kind of resting, so I'm going to get my chips in. Chips are back in. I wonder if we should just chop up the other bit as well. Because it's a thinner steak, it might be a wee bit there on the well done side. You can see the knife's going through it reasonably easy. Oops. Aye, that still looks nice for me. So I think I'm actually going to slide that along a wee bit. And I'm going to, it's just going to be finding the room on the plate now, isn't it? Really? That's what it's going to be a case of. I know you can't see what I'm doing even, folks. I'm sorry. Sorry, but I'm going to pour a wee bit of fat off. I'm sorry about this. But it's just how it's got to be now. Oops. It's just how it's got to be. It's going to be a wee bit of a mess looking. It's going to look a wee bit of a mess, folks. Can't deny it. Because it's all the wee kind of end bits of steak that are left. Absolutely bloody gorgeous though. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm sticking all these wee bits on the plate, I don't even care. Apart from that bit and that bit. 2 seconds. Two seconds, folks. I'm forgetting to do stuff here. Broccoli's going in the microwave for about a minute. I'm going to take this wee bit of gravy, this wee bit of juice into my sauce. Chips are pretty much done. I've changed a wee bit colour, I've got a wee bit darker. No severely. Where's my chopping board? Oh, pardon me. Just grabbing the old chopping board, folks. See if I can tidy this plate up a wee bit. Just let a bloody bombs hit it. I mean, I want a wee bit of plating up situations. But I'm quite happy with the steak, quite happy with the colour of that steak. Quite happy with that all day long. I see that bit's a wee bit on the well done. That bit's perfect, the thicker bit. That's how I would have liked it. This should have cooked them at different times, obviously. Obviously, 2 tier toes will be Giraffey see that. He'll be raging at that. It's actual the fact that I've left I didn't do it at different times. But you got to do what you do, haven't you? In the old kitchen, innit? We just do what we do. Right. Don't know how I'm going to dish this up, folks. What I might do is, could I just sit there and tap like that? Nah, that's daft. I should probably just have went with the one steak. Excuse me, like my fingers, like my chips are getting bloody overdone now. Chips are getting overdone. You can chill out there. Have a swatch it with broccoli, which looks absolutely bloody gorgeous and smells absolutely bloody gorgeous. So what we'll do is we'll just shufty this. We'll just shufty this and we'll get some of our broccoli. We'll get some of our broccoli on the go. Don't need it all. We don't need it all, folks, but we want some on there. Get some of these wee crispy bits. Wee crispy bits of stem. Get some of them on there. Get the wee crispy bits, get a crispy bit of stem on there. A wee bit on there. Get a wee bit of garlic. Wee bits of garlic here and there. I'm not even going to joke, that broccoli's bloody lovely. I'm going to just put a wee bit on, is that too much? I think that's plenty. Get that wee bit there. I think that's, is it plenty though? Is it? We'll get that wee bit there. Get that wee bit there. And we'll get a wee bit there. Right, that's plenty now, so I need to cover this now, a wee bit of garlic and a wee bit of stem. Just to make it look all nice and pretty. To make it look nice and pretty for the camera and the nice people out in internet land. Right, there we go, that'll do. I want to go mental here. Get a few chips on now. A few chips. A few chipperoonies. And we'll just serve the sauce on some of the steak. Chips aren't too bad. I've got a feeling it isn't Elland. I could be wrong. I could have been wrong, Trace, because I'm sure I remembered them being a much lighter colour than this. Much lighter colour. Just trying to get my chips looking all nice and photogenic, you know. Maybe all the steak's getting cold. I know. Right, there we go, that'll do. That'll do. A wee bit of the old Himalayan. And a wee bit of the old Himalayan. That'll do that. And we'll go on with a wee bit of the old Chinese funky soul on the old chips. That was a wee bit much there, but in fact we'll get some on the old broccoli as well, I think. Just get a wee blow there. Get a wee tidy up, folks. Try and get it looking a wee bit tidy, you know? Huh? What I'm saying? What I'm saying? Right. sauce is a wee bit thick, just a wee touch. Just a wee touch, and I'm just going to get some gravy down the middle. A wee bit of gravy down the middle of the whole dish, and that'll do me. A bit of a mess, not going to lie. Could have done better with the old plate up. Could have done better with the old plate up, folks. But I'm actually not too happy, not too worried. It looks not too bad. That looks not too bad. Here's a wee swatch. Right, there we go. There's sheep unit steak with Chinese gravy, chips, and lovely broccoli. We drink to that. We drink to that, Sarge. Not too bad. Not too bad. Might be too pink for you. Might be too pink for you. Right, I'm going to get back in a wee minute, folks. Wee second, wee secundo. Right, let's have a wee taste test. Grab yourself some of this, folks. So there's still half in there. I only used about, what, about a tablespoon. I only used about a tablespoon for my wee bit of sauce. I was going to put cream in. Pardon me. I was going to add a wee bit of cream, but I changed my mind at the last minute. I'll give another wee look. There we go. There's my lovely steak, my gravy, my chips, and my broccoli. The broccoli looks lovely. I do love broccoli, but that's for actual dish. That looks not too bad to me. That looks not too bad to me at all. So I'll take a wee. I don't know. I was going to take a wee screenshot, a wee photo for my thumbnail, but who needs thumbnails when you're an actual superstar, actual internet superstar sensation like myself? Right, get a wee fork. I'm looking for my wee steak knife. Where's my wee steak knife? Buggered off there. That's the question. We have a steak knife. We have a steak knife, folks. Right, I'm actually going to start off with a wee chip. Going to start off with a wee chip and a wee bit of gravy. Aye. They're nice chips. I'm not going to lie, they're really nice chips. I'll give a wee look at the inside. I don't know if you can see that. Nice and fluffy. Nice colour. They're nice chips. They're nice chips. Right. Try a bit of broccoli. We'll just have this whole chunk here. Just have this whole floor with a bit of gravy. Just a wee slight bite to it. Just a wee slight bite to the stem. The gravy's banging. The gravy's banging, I'm not even going to lie. Right. You want me crunch? Let's try a bit of steak. There's the steak, folks. If you can see the colour, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, tender. Really tender, really flavoursome. That's gorgeous. That's really nice. That's what that wee bit looks like inside when I slice it the other way. Really nice. Banging gravy, banging broccoli, banging chips. Wee bit of gristle there in the old steak. It happens. Don't mind a bit of gristle, to be honest. Really nice. The steak's absolutely gorgeous. Chips are gorgeous. The chips are really nice. Aye, the chips are really nice. I'm going to have a wee bit of gravy on the chips again. Garlic. Really, really nice. Keep saying really nice, but it is. And I'll be look at the steak. I don't know if you can see it. It tastes best, but for me, that's the way I like my steak. A bit of pinkness inside. A bit of pinkness. Get a bit of gravy on there. A bit of that sauce. Oh. So I hope you enjoyed watching this wee video, and I'm sorry I didn't get making the mash. The potatoes looked absolutely bloody shocking. It looked fine when they were peeled and cleaned, washed under the sink, but once they were boiling, they looked bloody shocking. The chips are gorgeous. Right, I'll try this other bit of steak. This was the other one, the thinner steak. But again, it looks lovely. Maybe just a wee bit overdone for me, but for anybody that doesn't like it, with a bit of colour inside, this is probably perfect for you. The broccoli's lovely. The gravy's gorgeous as well. You need to get that gravy. You need to get that gravy. In fact, I need to have more. It's cooled down a wee bit, but I'm kind of thickened up a bit, but we'll still have some. It's a wee bit thicker than I would like it at this point, but still bloody gorgeous. Still absolutely gorgeous. Right folks, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you watch it. Hope you get a wee thumbs up or a wee thumbs down if you don't like it. Know what I mean? Don't need to like it. Tell me if you like to look at the steak, if you didn't like to look at it. I'm gonna lie, a few bits of gristle, but for two steaks it cost what, 120, I got them for 120 each. Can't really grumble. Can't really grumble folks with that. I can't. I just can't grumble with that. Right. I'll cut them their chips. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. As I say, hope you've watched my bloody Victoria sponge cake video. It was a good wee video that. And a pretty good looking cake into the bargain. But for now, I'm done folks. And I'll see you on the next one I think. But there we go. You know, a wee swatch. Absolutely gorgeous plate of food. So I'll see you on the next one. Aye.